Welcome to Real Tips HR, where we ask the hard questions so you don't have to. I'm your host, Andrew Lieb, and with me today we have our employment law expert, Mr. Mordy Yankovich. It's a good time to be an employment lawyer today. Tell me what's going on.
So Andrew, April 1st, 2019 is when the New York City sexual harassment prevention law goes into effect.
Whoa. I'm confused. I thought we had a sexual harassment prevention law that was in effect on October of 2018. Tell me what you're talking about.
So that's the New York State law. There's a separate New York City law which goes into effect April 1st, 2019, which requires employers that have 15 or more employees or independent contractors in New York City to conduct a training that's compliant with the specific requirements set out in the New York City law.
So you said independent contractors as well in New York City?
Yes.
That's a big difference.
Correct. That is a big difference. If there are 15 employees plus independent contractors that work in New York City, this training has to be conducted on an annual basis.
Including Staten Island? Some people not sure.
Including Staten Island, so all right. 5 boroughs.
So all 5 boroughs,
correct.
Not just, because a lot of people out here will say New York City and they're talking about Manhattan. So we're talking Queens, we're talking Brooklyn, we're talking about the Bronx, we're talking about Staten Island, we're talking about Manhattan.
Those are the 5.
I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I understand. So when you say a training like this, can I just have a boss come in with some donuts and they could just sit around the table and say no harassing?
No, I would not do that, Andrew.
Why not?
Because there are specific requirements in the law.
What does that mean? Give me an example.
So for example, you have to have examples of what constitutes sexual harassment. You have to have a specific procedure in place for your company if somebody wants to file an internal complaint of harassment. You have to have a bystander information section.
Back up a second. Yeah. I just want so you said there has to be a procedure in place. Is there anything that has to be distributed? Anything that has to be signed? What are you talking about?
No. So in New York State, you have to distribute a complaint form
well, we're in
and
New York
a policy.
City.
In New York City, you don't, but you have to specify in the training what the company's complaint procedure is.
Got it. So I could just have my employment lawyer, any employment lawyer that I'm working with, or any lawyer for that matter, come in and have little bagels, and we could just talk about this. No.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would pick somebody that has an infrastructure set up that knows these specific requirements and that includes these specific requirements in the training. And also in New York City, it's really important to hire somebody that has an infrastructure set up because there is a recording requirement.
Whoa, like you got to tape the whole meeting? Is that what I mean?
No, you have to have signed acknowledgments from employees and independent contractors that they attended the training. And you have to keep those on record for 3 years.
Oh, so what you're saying is you want to have a provider that has the infrastructure to track everyone that came.
Correct.
And signed all this stuff.
Correct.
So April 1st, big day.
It's a big day.
Why can't they wait till the end of next year? I heard you. I don't know if you know, I listened to you. You said there was a year. Why can't I wait? Why do I got to deal with this now? I got other things going on right now. We got taxes due. We got other things. I'm a boss. What do I need to do?
Well, the law goes into effect April 1st, 2019. So if you have an incident in your office after April 1st, 2019, if you haven't done this training, your exposure is going to increase drastically if you haven't done this training as soon as possible.
So your advice, just so we're crystal clear, even if you did the New York State one, make sure the New York State one covers New York City, and if you did it before April 1st, no good. And what you're saying is you better do it as soon as possible after April 1st. You need a company with an infrastructure, a company that has employment educators, employment law educators, because they need to give these examples. They got to do bystander.
And it has to be interactive. So
like this.
they have to be able to answer questions. They have to really know the law, know what they're talking about, have experience litigating sexual harassment claims is something that I would highly recommend.
So a good solution would be sexualharassmenttrainingny.com, where we can have this type of thing, and we offer that, correct?
We do.
All right. Thank you so much.